ang'ono ndi akulu omwe powalengezera malonda awo. Zonsezi zimatheka pa mitengo yokambirana. Onerani kanema wa Luntha pa machanelo awa: StarSat Channel 474, Star Times Channel 474, Top Star Channel 474, Zouk Channel 51, Clear Channel 007, Go TV Channel 807, Azam Channel 386. Komanso mutha kutitsatira ndi kuonera mapulogalamu osiyanasiyana pa Luntha Television Facebook page komanso Luntha TV Official pa YouTube. Mutha kutipeza ku maofesi athu ku area 2 mu mzinda wa Lilongwe kapena kuimba foni pa manambala awa 0994 442 058 kapena 0883 815 055. Bwerani kuti tikuthandizeni.
Chisankho Watch is a nonpartisan, citizen-led coalition of 4 Malawian civil society organizations composed of the Catholic Commission for Justice and Peace, the Gender and Justice Unit, Meeting Hub, and Public Affairs Committee, all dedicated to observing elections around the electoral cycle. The Long-Term Observation Initiative deploys trained observers to document the pre-election environment objectively and consistently, with a focus on transparency, accountability, and inclusive participation. This update covers the observation period from the 14th to the 25th of July 2025 and provides a comparative view against observation period 1, which ran from the 30th to the 13th of July 2025. Chisankho Watch conducted long-term observation during observation period 2 from 14th to 27th July 2025 and has compared findings with the observation period from 30th June to 13th July 2025. 67 trained and deployed observers reported from all 28 districts using a standardized checklist and rapid incidence forms. Data was verified to ensure it was factual, complete, and consistent, and all findings are exactly as reported. Voter education coverage remained very high nationwide. In both periods, 94% of observers reported some voter education activities. Targeted inclusion-focused voter education weakened among observers who reported any voter education that targeted women, youth, or persons living with disabilities. Notably, youth-focused voter education fell from 76% in period 1 to 57% in period 2. Campaign activity has modestly intensified and diversified. Malawi Congress Party campaign presence remained near 3/4 of observer areas. Democratic Progressive Party increased to 70%, and United Transformation Movement was broadly steadily at 57%, and other independent candidates rose to 75%. Police presence at campaign events remained relatively consistent across parties from the first reporting period. Chisankho Watch's analysis of Malawi's electoral environment during the reporting period highlights positive trends in the preparation for the rapidly approaching election. At the same time, it also calls to their attention the continued need for coordination and action by all electoral stakeholders to safeguard democratic processes and media freedom. No challenges faced by the media. Chisankho Watch encourages political parties to commit to nonviolence, protect journalists, and address issues of hate speech. Other stakeholders, including the Malawi Electoral Commission, Malawi Police Service, and media institutions, should work to ensure journalist safety and uphold a zero-tolerance approach to violence. It also remains vitally important that all civic and voter education actors continue to maintain the high rates of voter education and work to overcome challenges in targeting young people and encourage active participation in all electoral processes. The purpose of this report is to provide a clear and factual account of conditions observed during Period 2 and to highlight crucial changes relative to Period 1. Quantitative indicators are complemented by qualitative spotlights drawn from observer field notes to illustrate scenarios without identifying individuals. The subsequent sections present findings on voter education, inclusion targeting, campaign dynamics, election conduct, and security, followed by concise recommendations to address gaps as Malawi approaches the 2025 general elections. Based on Chisankho Watch's assessment of the political situation in Malawi, Chisankho Watch recommends the following. Political parties should publicly commit to upholding media freedom during all electoral activities. Sensitize supporters on nonviolence towards journalists and other stakeholders and the importance of free, independent reporting in a democracy. Political parties should monitor cases of hate speech and sexist language closely to ensure compliance with existing legal provisions. Lastly, political parties should take internal discipline against members who engage in acts of intimidation, violence, and hate speech, those that destroy campaign material or other contenders, and put in place no-go zones. For Malawi Electoral Commission, Chisankho Watch recommends that you integrate media safety provisions into your activities to ensure that they're enforced during all nomination, campaign, and polling activities. Collaborate with the Malawi Police Service and media associations to develop rapid response mechanisms for incidents involving journalists. To facilitate close monitoring of cases of violations of electoral laws, and to prioritize reviving youth-focused voter education campaigns using innovative methods such as social media, youth forums, and partnerships with schools and universities. Lastly, we recommend that Malawi Electoral Commission see it that political candidates do not use public resources in their campaigning. The registrar of political parties should continue to be strong against the provision of handouts. Malawi Police Service should ensure prompt investigation and prosecution of individuals involved in harassing, intimidating, or assaulting journalists. Provide security presence during high-profile political events, particularly nomination and campaign activities to deter violence. And lastly, to ensure that acts of confiscation of voter cards are investigated and action is taken against offenders. To media houses and associations, equip journalists with safety training and protocols of high-risk political events, and to establish coordinated reporting systems for media freedom violations to facilitate quick intervention by authorities and observers. To civil society organizations, intensify civic and voter education in coordination with other electoral stakeholders. Mainstream combating instances of misinformation and disinformation. Monitor, document, and report all cases of media harassment to raise national and international awareness. And lastly, engage in advocacy campaigns highlighting the link between media freedom, transparency, and credible elections. In summary, the mid-campaign assessment shows sustained voter education efforts and active campaigns by multiple parties across Malawi with improvements in some previously quiet areas. Thank you for listening. For more, please visit our website.
Luntha Television stands as an autonomous faith-based broadcaster with a national and international reach. Experience the difference with Luntha Television, where innovation meets experience. Auto-educated team backed by cutting-edge technology ensures seamless execution and unparalleled results. Luntha guarantees credibility and professionalism in all its endeavors and services. We offer, among this, production and broadcasting of jingles,